Hello, I wanted to do a chunky sneaker review. I have been wanting a luxury chunky sneaker now for a long time, and I've tried to get them before on Poshmark. It hasn't worked out for me, so I got a couple of investment shoes to pick from, and I'm just reviewing them for myself and for you in case you have questions or you're kind of wondering what the sizing is like and kind of what the experience is like, when the feel is like. So I'll just start by saying that to have like my fix of a chunky sneaker, I've been using Campbell, which always run like a little bit, they're very true to size, but in some cases they run a little small, so you have to size up in these. And these are like the Louis Vuitton Arch Delight or whatever they're called. And they take a little bit to break in, but like if you want a statement sneaker and for everybody to kind of like look at your shoes when you walk in the door, these are definitely them. They run at about 130, 150 bucks. Sometimes you can find them for 100 bucks on ShopUp. So Campbell. Then the shoe that I've been coveting now for a while is the Balenciaga sneaker, and ordered on Poshmark. It ended up being a fake, so I took it back. And the way that I found out it was a fake was because the sole did not say Balenciaga, and then the tongue did not have the sizing. It was just blank. I'm a 6, this is a 35, so it's a whole size down. And yeah, so I did not have a good experience with Poshmark. Maybe you might have better luck, but I did have to wait for it to be back in stock because it was out of stock for like 2 months. And I wanted to get it for myself for my birthday, and I couldn't because it wasn't in stock. Anyway, here it is. This is also the clear sole, which I thought was more neutral and went with more of my outfits. There's also like a solid white with like an off-white kind of base that's also like super attractive. So I had a hard time making up my mind between the two. The other one I think is $100 less. This is $100 more. It's like $9.95. One thing that I'll say about the sneaker is that it's definitely intimidating when you put it on. It feels so large. It's not super heavy, like where you can't walk around. You can walk around. It's not even like that your feet feel heavy. It's just like, there's just so much shoe. It's just so massive. And I thought that I would get more of a lift, but in reality, I'm not really getting a lift because it's all the way further down. So I don't get many inches in terms of height. So that's my review of the Balenciaga. It's definitely a beautiful shoe, sneaker, very classic, really coveted brand right now. And if you do want them, just make sure to size down, and hopefully you can find them on the Real or Poshmark, but I didn't have luck with it. But in case you do get them, just make sure to look for those telltale signs. Balenciaga on the sole, and then that they have the sizing. Then, just to make sure, peace of mind, that I was getting like the best value, I also ordered the Valentino white sneaker, and I'm a little bit torn now because I'm confused, but I'm just reviewing it for your sake. It's a lighter shoe. It feels like a dream. It's very, very livable. It's not quite as a statement. Like, it's like you can just see like just the difference in just the stature is not that, this is not that significant. Very comfortable. It's got a V here. It's got Valentino on the tongue. It's got the serial number inside in case you get them, on a secondhand like Poshmark or Real. Just look for that. And then they've got Valentino obnoxiously like on the side, but it's kind of cool, right? I love Valentino. And the difference between this and this is that this is all leather and this is cloth mixed in with leather. So just in case you want an all leather shoe, Balenciaga is not that. This is $675, so it's a little bit more affordable. And yeah, it's kind of a hard choice because this is just it looks very classy, not as like, whoa, not that intimidating, a little cheaper. However, why have I been wanting this for a couple years? Who knows? So those are the options. Finally, if you're looking to spend even less, Koyo makes a really good chunky sneaker. This is so dirty because I've worn it to death for a year. I took it to New York Fashion Week and just like felt really good about it. It had like a lot of, different people asking what they were, that kind of thing. They're super comfortable. They run at about $350, and they have a couple of neutral options that that look more like if you're going for like this kind of look. This is true to size. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Valentino runs a little bit small, so I got, excuse me, a little big. So this is a 35.5. So I had a size down. I'm a size 6, so I had a size down half a size. This is a 35, so I had a size down a whole size. This is true to size. So those are kind of, just to recap, if you want a chunky sneaker but don't want to spend the money, Jeffrey Campbell's a guy. Really affordable, really big statement. They're good quality shoes. I've worn these so much. Balenciaga Classic Clear Sole will run you $100 more than the total base sole that you see out there. Really high in demand. If you see them, grab them. If you buy them second market, look for those telltale signs. They run a whole size big, so size down. Valentino's, just half a size bigger, all leather, a lot lighter. Actually do give you a little bit more of a lift because it sits higher up, so it gives you more inches. Finally, Koyo for a chunky starter luxe shoe. Really, really comfortable, really well made, about $350 true size. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them, and wish me luck on my decision, and that I don't send them all back in, like, you know, in a complete freak out mode. But